that's just the strategy of fucking Ark. And yeah. So I don't get him. I don't get him. I've talked to other people about him. No one else wants to get him. And I see why. Now, late game now, like where I'm at now, where it's like just chilling, that this would be the time to get it and start to work on the line, blah, blah, blah. But people still don't want to do it.
There is two other things with the Gigantoraptor is basically bonus levels of babies you claim out in the wild.
Yeah.
And once you get one, you never have to play the mini game of a Gigantoraptor again. You just kill the parent, and then you can claim a Gigantoraptor with a Gigantoraptor.
If you have it nearby, though.
Well, if you're riding.
Yeah. So,
Which I don't see a problem with that. Like, just throwing a fucking cryo fridge and a power generator in a little box over on Blue Ob. That's one of the big spawn points of them, just running around a Blue Ob with a Gigantoraptor that I put out of a cryo fridge.
Could be good. Like I said, man, this is the time for me to go do it. Of the position I'm at, I would never do it early game or even mid game, unless if I felt really safe and everybody else is doing other things. But at this point, I should be doing it. I just don't want to, man. I don't even want to fucking work on it. It's the position that I'm at is maybe we'll come across other tribes when we raid them that have Gigantoraptors, and then we take theirs. And then we just start rolling with that. Like, it's the same strat with the other guys that are, like, more active of trying to raid and shit. Of, like, why waste so much time trying to do breeding and all this other shit when you could go take somebody else's lines that are working on it. A good example of, like, the Stegos. We have Stegos that are just waiting for transfers in 3 days that are mutated like crazy. So that is why on this server we have 0 Stegos. 0. Doesn't make sense, but we don't need it until transfers. So as long as we last and live until transfers on here, then we'll have some monster ass Stegos. And we didn't even have to waste any time doing any of the breeding or anything like that.
And I get that, and I fully understand that. But you also got to think, this list isn't necessarily dedicated towards you. It's dedicated towards everybody that doesn't have a server transfer, or doesn't have another server to come from, or is just starting out and trying to survive. This list is supposed to be appealing to everybody. You get what I'm saying? Not just the alphas, not just the beginners.
Oh yeah, I get you. And I look at it and I go, well, that's... What do you need the kibble for early on?
That's basically everybody wants that. That's how you... That's big every 1 times or 2 times if you... 2.5 if you're doing small tribes. The biggest thing in Ark, especially back in ASC, was the kibble. That was the first thing everybody goes for.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember back on ASE before they introduced fucking basic kibble and all that shit, and was actually compy kibble, PT kibble, Stego kibble, and stuff like that. You need one to tame the other creature, to where you need literally almost every egg layer under the sun to tame every creature.
Oh yeah, before they augmented the kibble and bunch of that, yeah.
That was what.
That's a thing of the past, though. Thing of the past. That was back when a lot of stuff had good uses. It had great use, because then you're like, I need 1 of basic or 2 of basically everything, breeders of everything out there, and it gave use to that. Well, that's a thing of the past. That's why you don't fucking do any of this shit.
I know that's the thing of the past, but everybody usually does have a standard kibble list. Now I was thinking of that because this will kind of fit in everybody's category.
Same thing I was saying, man. Why, if you're starting out or you're mid tier, why would you have kibble?
Because honestly, you'll have it to go get yourself a 150 dino relatively fast on 1 time if you're on almost rates.
You're talking on official servers?
Yeah.
Different game. We're talking about small tribes, though.
I'm talking for every variant.
On official,
Just a general list.
if you're trying to be meta about things, you want to survive, you want to succeed, you join a mega tribe. That's just the bottom line. So then you have fucking one of everything, basically, or two of everything. That's what you could do. You could have just everything because you own different shit. You have big bases and all this shit. Like, that's official. So yeah, you're gonna go kibble.
If you're somebody that's going into the server for the first time, you might not have access to the mega tribe. Over time, you'll build connections.
I would definitely wouldn't get kibble. I'm telling you, I would not get kibble. I don't want to do kibble back then because getting kibble took extra time to do it, and when you're alone like that and you're trying to like gain trust or just make, I don't know, just even fucking around, you're wasting your time. That's why I left official, because it was a complete waste of time if you don't want to do mega tribe shit. And if you're new to the game, you don't see that. So you basically just learn the hard way and you waste your time getting kibble, doing whatever the hell else out there. Using stone structures, wood structures, thatch structures, because you're learning the game and you're just wasting time.
I agree to disagree. Cause, I haven't played ASA, but I played back in ASC. I was in multiple mega tribes until I created one of my own because I kept getting kicked out or backstabbed or blue tagged. I just got sick of it. I started my own, and we got pretty high up there. But what I always saw is, if I had Kibble's Hames and they want to merge with me, they see I'm a breed. They see I am somebody that, I say it, will know like the game. That shows the potential in its face in that mega tribe. It shows my availability to them, makes me look good. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Just all stuff, man. It doesn't pertain to me, bro. I don't play official. I don't play that stuff for a reason. I do small tribes, and even in small tribes, you're gonna have groups of people that play, but that's not the point of it. Point is, the rates are high enough where kibble is not as effective. There are certain tames that it is good for. Good example would be like the... Oh man, the fucking whale. Chastosaurus. Kibble's great for that. A lot of other stuff, not as big of a deal. Kibble's really good for like a mosasaur. It's not even a big deal for a Bassie. Does nothing for a Tuso. Yeah, like even like Giga, maybe Giga. Yeah, but a bunch of other stuff, not even needed. Not on small tribes, especially not on the weekend. The weekend, it's like negligible difference. Some things you get no difference at all. And so kibble has, even in that own way, kind of died off in a way because of that. It still has its uses, and that's basically imprints, and that's why they like removed the fucking cryopod bug so you could reset imprints. Now the Gigantoraptor has that sort of effect, so that's cool. But and then again on weekends and stuff, you're gonna have imprints that are multiplied. So like I cryoed my fucking mosasaurs and Tusos tonight because I don't want to imprint them. I won't get all the imprints, so I'm just gonna wait until the weekend, and then I'll fucking imprint them, and I'll be able to get 100%. Yeah, it's just a lot of stuff doesn't pertain, and I like that. I like that they made it in a way to be more efficient and geared towards smaller tribes. That's the whole point of it. So to try to do some of the things, you have a point to it. I'm not saying that it's pointless in every regard, but for my tribe, or most tribes and like small tribes, a lot of stuff just doesn't pertain, man. Like I'm serious when I say I have not seen a single tribe with Gigantoraptors. We've raided multiple alpha tribes, and they don't have Gigantoraptors. And it's not because like people don't necessarily know what they do. They just don't see it as a big enough benefit to push towards, or they don't have people that want to spend the time to do that sort of thing. Does it have benefit? Yes, it does. Definitely it has benefit. But it's just not in the meta. It's just not a main thing because you can get everything done without it.
I get that, but also at the same time, I think people don't also just fully understand the Gigantoraptor. I think they think
Maybe
this is the biggest thing. I think they like. You didn't know about the call, but that's not even what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You can put eggs in them, and the eggs won't hatch. You basically will just cook them down to 0.01%.
Oh, it's useful, 100%. Like, I'm not denying those things. So it's useful.
I think the biggest thing that's putting people off is that fucking mini. Well, the thing is, I don't think people understand. You don't need the mini game to tame them. You need to tame one.
Yeah.
That's it. Then you can just go out and flame them with a fucking cryopod and a cryo fridge and spawn radius of that area to re-cryo it to fly back to your base.
And then you just kill the mom or whatever and then just get it?
You just walk up to the baby and click E while you're riding. Boom,
oh, yeah. You don't even need to kill it. Yeah, I mean, that's great. Like I said, man, it's like late game stuff. Like I mentioned, now should be the time I should be doing it. And I haven't done it yet. I probably will, because now's the time I should be doing it. But when we're talking like mid and early, or like early game, mid game, I just don't think so, man. You gotta have eggs in order to do it anyway, so you gotta start saving up eggs, and then you gotta fucking...
You don't need necessarily... You can trap the Gigantoraptor on a branch or a wild dino, and with distracted on a wild dino, you just go get the baby.
Sounds like a lot of more extra work.
That's why people, I don't think, understand the Gigantoraptor, and that's why people have.
So yeah, I mean, I guess there's little glitches like you're saying, because that shouldn't be a thing, but I don't put any fruit in it. I say late game. That's my idea of it. I think late game, people want to do early, mid game, and then just lose their Gigantoraptor because they focused and spent time on that instead of gathering resources or getting different tames. I mean, it's a minimal amount of sort of time, but by the time you get a Gigantoraptor, you now have to go through all those different mini games of when you're raising stuff and all that, and it's a lot of extra time that you could utilize elsewhere. So when you're late game like this, like I'm at, it's a different ball game because now you have people that have excess time because you're just in a different position. That's why I see it being a thing into the late game. Mid and early game, though, there's so much, like, time is precious, man. Time is way too precious to be pushing on the Gigantoraptor, and hence why I think no one goes for it. I mean, I know your thoughts are that no one goes for it because they don't quite understand them, and sure, I'm guessing that's a big part of it too, because I didn't quite understand everything about them. I knew the gist of it, but I didn't know every little detail. And I could tell you that if I quizzed any of the other guys in my tribe, I'm willing to bet none of them know shit about it. But being a worthwhile thing early and mid game, I just don't see it.
And honestly, I mean, I hate to say it, yes, PTs are better for your transport, but Gigantoraptors are the best land mount, speed, and movement-wise you can have on the ground. They are faster than the Gallimimus, and they have their glide ability.
That's cool.
So they are the fastest land mount on the ground right now that also can do the gliding to jump big spaces, like over rivers and shit like that.
You know, I wonder if they're going to be on AB. They might put it on AB. Maybe. I guess we'll see.
I'm hoping they do, but the thing is, Therizino's not on AB. Share Therizino spawns, but Yeeling is very similar to them, and Yeeling's going to be on AB.
Yeah.
So they could just share Yeeling spawn.
I don't know, but if they're on AB, maybe it will be something we kind of go for at some point sooner than I have now, because we don't have them. Yeah, because on AB, I can see it being more useful. Anywhere else, land tames, you don't fuck around on, unless if you're on a fucking stego, just because you don't want to get picked. But everybody goes flyers, so in AB, it's a different ball games.
In AFC where I could fucking move up movement speed, I fucking ran around fucking Lava Island on center on my fucking Diplo. And nothing could fucking touch.
Yeah. I messed around with a lot of different movement speed stuff too. I used to do for Coptodons with movement speed. That was really cool. Those were OP.
And I mean, this is what I just was working on too. This is the aberration list from what I have gathered, just to give everybody a basic starter. That's why there's multiple more category than is on my normal list, because just for early game.
Yeah. I definitely would not do a Basilisk for exceptional.
That's the only thing for exceptional that is available right now until more Dino information release. So on AS, that was the only thing I gave exceptional.
Rex gives exceptional.
But they don't spawn on average. They don't spawn there.
Actually, Megalosaurus, I believe, are exceptional.
No, they aren't. If they do, they don't spawn there. The only thing that spawns...
Megalosaurus is there. Let me see.
Only thing that spawns on aberration that gives exceptional is passive.
Spinosaurus.
Trust me, I would rather put Spino there or something. But I looked, nothing else that gives exceptional that I saw spawns on aberration.
Base. What kind of egg do you have, you little bitch? Prefer food. Oh, it might be superior.
Megalo is superior. I have it on the list.
Okay.
Trust me, I looked. I wish there was something that did exceptional besides the passing. Well, passive.
Another reason why we wouldn't just even worry about it. You just say, fuck it. Wait a minute. Yeah, there's not any of those. Oh, come on, game.
I'm thinking the Cosmos Spider is going to give you regular kibble. Because the Featherlight gives you basic, the Glowtail gives you simple, the next one up from that regular, and that'll be the new shoulder pet. And each shoulder pet do a different type of egg for a different type of kibble.
So, I guess it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter what kind of kibble. I don't even worry about it. For real. Like, I could tell you right now, no one has tamed anything with kibble. What's up, Sophia? Except for the Deinosuchus. And then I used some for Mosasaur recently. Other than that, no one uses kibble. No one has used kibble up until this point in my tribe. And that is a very normal thing. A very normal thing. So worrying about kibble, and it's usually on the imprints, and then if you just get that fucking roll for the imprint, you're like, well, fucking oh well. A lot of times what I do is I raise a lot of different shit, and if I don't get the full imprints, so I have to get 100%. If I don't get 100%, then I just rename it and I call it an FFA. That's what I do. So then I don't even give a fuck about the imprints. If it gets like a certain kibble or whatever. That's how I've always rolled. Still the same sort of way that most other tribes roll that I've seen. I'm sure there's people that kind of do things a little bit different out there. I mean, there's no denying that. But honestly, dude, I just don't care about kibble. It does not matter that much in this game anymore. Not official's a whole nother ball game. But in small tribes, nah. This does not matter as much. It's cool. It's good to have. It's little extra efficiencies. It's like, it's a difference, but it's not a big enough difference. It's like, how do I put it? Can't even think about a comparison. I could tell you what it's not. It's definitely not like upgrading from a mortar pestle to a chem bench. It's not like that big of a difference. Not at all. It's negligible. So it's just basically for imprints. That's really it. It's just imprints. And if you don't get the imprint, I say fuck it. And you just make it an FFA. And FFAs are great for everybody. So I don't care, man. I don't even worry about them. I don't worry about kibble. Honestly, I just made kibble for the very first time. Like all the kibbles except for basic. No, I did make a basic today. I made all the kibbles today for the very first time. Today. It's been so many days playing on here and advancing and not even needing the kibble. And still, we don't need it. It's just extra shit that I decided to do. Just for the sake of it. So, worrying about a list, I mean, does it have its uses? 100%. There's good use for everything. But, for me, I just don't see the point of focusing on it. If you want to try to push other people to, like, try to focus on all that, power to you, man. Like, but for me...
No, I don't want to push other people. I just want to make it general so they don't have to sit there and do their research.
That's
and
fair.
Choose to figure out what spawns on their map. I'd rather send them a list and be like,
yeah, there you go.
My recommendations, boom.
Yeah. It's good shit, man. It's good shit. Not bad to have those sort of things. Yes, I can see your chat, Sophia. But I know that you're in here just to fucking solicit on my stream, so I'm not giving you the time of day. If you haven't noticed. That's why I'm ignoring you, Sophia. Because I know exactly what you're here for. And I don't like that. I think it's fucked up. Ooh, 303? Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize. Fucking A, we're holding on to that, bitch. Do we have any good flippers? No. Fuck.
But yeah.
I'll just go 2 sets.
I'll definitely like to see where the fucking Cosmo Spider comes out. I think he'll be too overpowered if it's the rideable mount. I really do.
Oh, you mean like the Pyro main?
Yeah, I think he'll be too overpowered.
And you don't think they're gonna do... You're like, oh yeah, they're not gonna do that again.
No, I believe they will do it again, but I don't think they will do it with the Spider because you saw game-breaking and crazy the fucking Bloodstalker was. I think it's way too early game to Arc to introduce that mechanic.
I don't know how you're relating it to the Bloodstalker.
Well, the Bloodstalker because it had that grapple ability.
Yeah, I'm thinking like small time. It would be something like... Likely it's just gonna do what a spider does. Everybody knows spiders can climb walls. Everybody knows that spiders have webs. Almost all of them do. So, maybe just like a short distance attachment to things. So it could shoot out a web in a short distance. Making it long distance doesn't make any sense because of the size of it. A Bloodstalker's huge. The Cosmo thing is not huge.
But really, Bloodstalker isn't that huge. It has long legs, yes.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm talking about. The whole
huge.
Big volume or whatever you want to talk of it. But
I mean,
ultimately, I think there will be some other kind of effect. I don't know exactly what it's going to be. It doesn't necessarily matter right now because all it is speculation.
Yeah.
What it's going to be,
100%.
I couldn't tell you. But are you going to be able to ride it? I am 95% sure you're going to be able to ride it, because it's going to be the same thing as the Pyro Main. It's going to be another glow pet, but this one's going to be a glow pet that you can actually fucking ride as well. And of course, everybody's going to get that. Everybody will get it, unless they make extra benefits for the other glow pets. And even when they did, when they had fucking all the other glow pets, what did people use? They used the Bulldog, because it was the fucking easiest one to get. No one gave a shit about all the other stuff. Like, I mean, you would get them and whatnot, and that's cool. Like, I got them. But it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, it's not a big deal, but for certain things they did help with. The Bulldog was definitely one of the better ones because it had the highest capacity. Basically would last longer chunk. Like by base stat, Bulldog had the highest capacity.
It was the easiest one to get, man. That's just what you did. Everybody got one, because if you want to go into the fucking blue zone, you get a Bulldog. Boom. You grab one, you go in. Everybody uses them. It's
Bulldog was my favorite. I'd rather capacity over radius and fast recharge anyway.
Yeah. Look, all the other shit, it's whatever. It's ultimately whatever. So are they going to put extra use for all the other glow pets? No, it's just going to stay the same. They want to be able to sell it. And if you want to be able to sell it, then you give it a good use. So you make it where you can ride it. Just like the fucking Pyro Main. It will be the same sort of style. Matter of fact, probably every single one that they come out with will be the same style. It will be a fucking shoulder pet you could also ride. Probably every single one, and they're going to have their own little uses, and so then you'll see...
That's a fantastic thing. We're talking about Bob's Tall Tales, which isn't just the one creature, it's also a plethora of tools and gadgets.
Yep. This is going to be the premium tame. That's what this is. I know it's talking about the Ascent. It's probably blah, blah, blah. It's part of the whole fucking steampunk collection things with Bob's Tall Tales. Yes. But it is...
I can see them making more money if they
premium.
added another fantastic tame on top of that.
Not a good idea. I think that's a terrible idea. Maybe you're right. I think this is the fantastic tame, and they're going to charge an extra $5 for it.
No, they can't do that. They already announced it's part of Bob's Tall Tale. There is no charging extra for it.
You can't tell me that they can't do something, because they do it all the time.
But now it's coming out in the steampunk package, which is already bought. I can see maybe them raising steampunk package extra $5 or something. But it's already announced it's coming out with the steampunk package, which is part of Bob's Tall Tales. It's the second introduction.
Well, we will wait and see, won't we? I think they're going to charge $4.99 for it.
I see maybe them bumping up the Bob's Tall Tales a little bit, but I don't see them making that complete individual because they really announced part of Bob's Tall Tale.
They've announced a lot of things and changed their mind on it, so I don't put anything past them. Not in the slightest, dude. So, we could say the same thing about ASA. Wasn't ASA supposed to be free for everybody? Yep. Yes, it was. They made an announcement and everything. And then you know what they did? They said, we've changed our mind.
I see them adding at least another 2 dinos to the actual aberration launch.
Well, I'll tell you what, we will wait and see. That's all it is just a wait and see. And if they add more and more, fuck, great. They're just going to make things even more difficult for themselves of balancing things. But I guess we'll see, man. I mean, all it is speculation. And I'm just going off of what they've shown, and what they've shown me is a shoulder pet thing that looks the same sort of effect as what the Pyro Main is. And if you're going to make a fantastic tame, it's going to be a shoulder pet. And if it's going to be a shoulder pet like the Pyro Main, it's going to have a glow ability, right? Yes, because that is what all the shoulder pet sort of effect is going to be for aberration. Because you want to be able to utilize your glow pet. So it's already there.
With the glow ability.
It's already there. So why have a fantastic tame and a glow pet, and if they don't coincide with each other? Because we're already told that this is a glow pet. That's what it is.
Officially, but
it is official. Officially, it's telling you that.
I said shoulder pet. I didn't see anything about saying glowing, but your assumption aberration, every glowing, because that's the meta for aberration.
It literally is showing that it's a glow.
I read it with you earlier. I just about saying glowing. Jump into your heart as well as your shoulder, holding your hand, squishing your hand or whatever. No mention about glow. Now the design looks like, yes, the little glow has 2 lights.
Okay. What it says: Cosmo, a little beacon of light in a dark, aberrant, subterranean land. That's straight from them. So
yeah, that beacon might be interpreted that way.
Yeah, it's a glow pet, man. Like, there's no reason to have. Why would you have it on your shoulder if it doesn't get glowing?
I agree with you 100%.
It is a glow.
On
your shoulder. It's a glow pet. It's gonna be the same sort of effect as that. You're gonna ride it.
No, I totally agree with you. The thing is, that's why I dug into it. What glow ability would it have that none of the other glow pets currently have?
It's all speculation. Yeah. It's the same sort of thing. You're just gonna be sitting here thinking about, well, what could it be? Like, I don't like spending my time even thinking about it because it's just a waste of my time, man. That's the bottom line. I could just sit here and think and say, well, I think this is what it's going to be. Do I know? No, I have no fucking clue. And anything can change. Anything can happen.
Oh, yeah, everything can change. But that's just what I like to do. I like to dig down and look at references and stuff like that. It's like a puzzle. You get what I'm saying? And some people enjoy puzzles and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, I get that. I get that.
The only reason I
honestly don't
see it being a rideable, which would be awesome, it would be, is that would make it too close to the creature that was up for the vote, but they did not come in. That would be just too close to that creature.
Okay.
That's what's throwing me off and making me think it's rideable. It's just, it'll be too close to the creature that lost the vote.
Why would that matter?
Because, I'm not sure about ASE, but back when ASA came out, when they said they did voting, I believe they said they would not introduce non-selected candidates later into the game.
Same thing I just said. I don't care what they say. They've changed their mind multiple different things, or multiple different times, and multiple different scenarios, on multiple different topics, and nothing holds bar, dude. Nothing. They can tell you one thing and do another thing, as they've done multiple times. You just gotta learn, man. You just gotta learn from that and be like, you know what? I'm gonna treat them how they're showing me that they want to be treated. And they want to be treated as if anything goes at any fucking moment. Anything can happen. They'll make fucking anything in this game at any point, even though they say that they're not going to do it. Oh, we wouldn't do that. Oh, we're not going to charge for that. Oh, this map's going to come out at this time. And then all of a sudden, just kidding. Just kidding. This is... Here you go.
The map thing's understandable. That's been back since ASE.
Map thing happens. Same thing with creatures. They could look at it and they go, this is a great fucking concept. We actually like this. You can go under shock factor and just be like, well, we told you this, but we didn't want you guys to know that this is going to actually be the creature that we're going to do. And we've worked alongside the people that created it. So we're happy that we're coming along and doing this. And no one is going to argue it. No one's going to argue it and be like, well, wait a minute. You said this and this. You'll find people in the comments saying those sort of things. Sure. Sure, you'll find people doing that. Not going to matter, though, dude. None of that shit's gonna matter. Because time and time again, they can just do anything they fucking want and change up their mind at any point because they've done it multiple times. So is it going to be a surprise? No. If they do that and they call that, I would already expect that. I already expect them to do that. That's how I saw the idea for this spider to begin with. I saw this coming. I saw this exact thing coming. I said it to fucking Jer. I said it to Lenny, and they all denied it. They said, no, it's not going to be a jumping spider. I said, think about it. You're literally in a cavern. That's what aberration is. It's all underground. It's in a dark space. There's spiders. It all fucking makes sense.
And I said that's actually a decent possibility. I agree with a spider of some sort, but I just think they will come out with exactly what the failed vote was.
No, is it going to be the same exact creature? Probably not. I mean, just like anything else, they're going to change some things up. It's going to have its own little touch on things. Because, you know, they got to make it their own. They've got to be able to, what does he call it? Specialize it? I don't fucking know the real terms, but you're going to do some things different. For sure. There's no denying that. But the thing still holds true that, do they have to make it different? No. They could do the same exact fucking creature, and it doesn't matter what they've said in the past, bro. They could do whatever the fuck they want, as they've always done, whatever the fuck they want. They've changed up their mind on multiple different things. They've let a lot of people down. Matter of fact, in this fucking thing on Friday, in the community crunch on Friday, they just held back on some Switch news. They said that they're going to release the Switch Genesis Part 2. They've been talking about it for a while, and then they delayed it. Then they delayed it again, and now they delayed it again. Is it a surprise? No, everybody started to get used to the whole delay thing, but it's not just the delay thing. They've changed up their mind so many different times on things. It's not a surprise to me, man. So, you know, what's going to happen is going to happen. My girlfriend broke up with me. I'm sorry about that, JV. It's going to be all right, broski. Don't worry about it, my guy. It is what it is, man. And what's going to come is going to come, and I'm going to be open to it. And when I hear the official news, then I will think about it. Then I'll look into it more. But it's absolutely just a waste of my time to be like, even trying to drill on like, what could it be? Like, and I get it. It's a puzzle thing. Like, it's exciting for some people to try to speculate, and that's fine. It's not going to do me any good, though, because I've realized that although it can be fun to speculate, because I speculate on things all the time, although it could be fun and it could be energizing at times, it does waste time. It 100% wastes time. Like, I was supposed to go off live about an hour ago, and I've been sitting here talking about things that aren't doing me anything. Like, not getting anything done, not playing any game, just sitting here talking. It doesn't do me any good. Like, even like the talking about the like kibble list, it doesn't do me any good, and that sucks. You know, it sucks because it would be cool if like there was more points to different things like kibble. Like, it's just the effect is small. Talking about that, like going over like a lot of the stuff, it's just insignificant on where we are currently in the game. It's the game is boiled down to very, very specific things. Like, okay, you don't even have to fucking do anything, but just get a stego. Stay hidden, get a stego, wait for somebody to go offline, and then just raid it. And then all the progress that they fucking did, you get it all. And all you did is spent your time getting stegos. Whatever it is that you're going to raid with. And then you're golden. And then you can look at that person that you just took all of their time and you get all this shit. I've done this all the time, man, when raiding shit. Like, we have an entire fucking Oasisaur. Not on my own blood, sweat, and tears sort of thing, but just full of shit from other tribes raided. Like the stego line that we have. Pretty beast stego line. Not the best out there, because we've learned we know another tribe that has better than that, and we'll work to even get that. We'll see what the hell happens. But a beast-ass stego line. And I didn't have to spend a single fucking lick of my time working on that stego line. And we already got it. And that's just from literally doing a small-time raid on a big tribe. Good to go. Dunzo. So transfers open up in 3 days. What's that going to do for me? Probably not a whole lot. The other guys are going to try to raid a bunch of different shit. I'll help here and there. And it's just going to be wasting time for about 2 months. About a month and a half wasting time until our aberration. And then news will come out about a week, 2 weeks before aberration. We'll hear about all the updated shit. Probably the week before. The week before the 4th of September. We'll hear about stuff before. And it will be cool. But spending time thinking about it now, fuck it, man. Fuck it. It's all good strategy. It's like the same thing I talked about, Lenny, just the other day. We were talking about, so what do you think about aberration? We still on for it? Yeah, good to go. And then, like, should we talk about a strategy? Nah, no point in talking about a strategy. When things change, we'll look at different things for the strategy, but until that time comes, it's just a waste of our time to even start to drill into the strategy. Because guess what? As more news comes out, our strategy is going to change. And when the strategy does inevitably change because they're going to release more information about different creatures and different shit, and then when the map comes out, you'll see different fixes that they've done, so different spots are better than others. All this different shit that's going to come out. All the time that you spent talking about what your plan was will be completely wasted. So, although it's fun, it's great talking about the different stuff, I'm just trying to use my time, man, to have fun in different games, do little things here and there. Like, it's good picking up on all the information from Center and different stuff. Like, example, the Deinosuchus. We got some Deinosuchus when it came out, but does it matter? No, it doesn't. Why doesn't it matter? Because we already have beast-ass Rexes. Maybe, yeah, we already have a really good Rexes already to do boss fights, and that's the only thing you want them for. You don't need the Deinosuchus for other shit. You don't. I don't fucking even need it in the base.
Underwater alpha runs make it a lot easier.
Doesn't even matter. I'd use fucking other water tames. They're slower than all the other water tames. I'd use a Moza, use a Tuso, use a fucking a fast ass fucking Plesiosaur. All the shit.
Actually fast. So it's actually on the faster.
You what?
They just look slow because they're big. They're actually about fast as an X.
As fast you cutting off. Did you say X-Fish?
Yeah, they're basically fast as them. See,
I don't even have X-Fish. Again, it's pointless to get them. Don't even need them. Megalodons? Sure, I could get some Megalodons. I have some, but I haven't bred them for a long time because it's like, don't even need them because we're not in the water right now. We're not, and I don't even need to care about the bubble right now. Like, all that shit, the shit just changes, man. And then you go, damn, at least what I did got me to where I am. Like, we use Pleasies because you can use Pleasies because they're the fucking fastest thing. In terms of, like, fast, best transport, and fucking good-ass damage and good amount of health, all lumped into one thing, beast. They kill fucking Tusos. Like, I just went around and killed fucking alpha Tusos with my Pleasy. Capped saddle, piece of cake. So, why you get it like a Moza? Well, yeah, if you start to get low on health, swap out to a Moza, swap out fucking Tuso, whatever the fuck. But you don't do a Bassie. You only do a Bassie if you're trying to tank shit. Otherwise, it's a waste of time. Because you're just like moving slow as fuck around. So it's like you find all these different things that just completely cut things out. You know, I have these conversations with Jay all the time about because he's newer at the game. So when I tell him different things, I'm sure in his head he's like, well, then why the fuck is there this creature then? Why do I even need to get this creature? Because there's differences of like early, mid, late game sort of things. But if you want to skip steps in the game, you could jump straight to the late game shit. Straight to it as fast as you fucking can. Example of like aberration, we're going to get whatever the meta fucking creature is, whatever this premium creature is going to be, whether it's this fucking Cosmo creature or whether it's some other sort of creature, we're definitely going to rush to get it as fast as possible because it's going to be OP. And we're going to use that motherfucker because my guess, it's going to be able to jump, it's not going to have fucking fall damage, it's going to all these different things. And we're going to be able to get down right away. So we're going to get one of those, go get fucking blue gems, quickly make ourselves, and some gas balls, quickly make ourselves a fucking hazmat suit, get down and get rock drake eggs. As soon as we get rock drake eggs, we try to fucking raise those fuckers ASAP. Literally fucking ASAP. We try to raise those motherfuckers. So we need to build up high so people don't find us. And so we can build that shit ASAP. Get that shit rolling, which means we have to get metal right off the rip, which you can get from Ravagers early on. And just fucking get as much metal going so you can make yourself a cliff plat. You get a cliff plat, you put up high, you get your rock drakes, you throw them on there. And then we're just quick as fuck trying to get those rock drakes raised up. We get our rock drakes raised up, then we go get a fucking reaper. Right off the fucking rip. Just as quick as fucking possible. Day 1, day 2, day 3. We should have reapers fucking rolling.
You're forgetting about Tarka.
And then we're good to go. Dunzo. We fucking, obviously the whole base part's going to be in there somewhere and all this other shit.
You're forgetting about Karkanos because they are the best, actually.
For farming and all that. They're great. They're awesome.
Yeah, they're the best farmer, basically.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Anki and 2 calls, so.
Yeah, it's all great shit. There's definitely shit you can do. But again, that's stuff that's going to have to come down the line. Because how do you get a Karkinos? Well, you have to get them on the fucking river. Okay, well, where the fuck do you think all the other PvP people are? On the river trying to get Karkinos. You're going to get griefed like fucking crazy. There's going to be a lot of time there. Could we get in the mix of things? Sure. We're going to win some battles. We're going to lose some battles. But ultimately, we're going to be wasting our fucking time. So we're better off trying to get as...
Fertile Lake. That's why when nobody usually went to Fertile Lake because the Basilisk's early game.
Same sort of thing. You're going to fucking come across other people. Fertile Lake is going to have a bunch of different people there. It always has people there. Like, that's where I get all my fucking pearls. Because it's just, there's loads of pearls down there. So you go get an angler, then you bring it in there. Like, it's just this whole thing of trying to worry about getting griefed nonstop. So, getting us in a spot where we don't have to worry about that shit as much is going to be a thing. And we'll work towards that. But trying to figure out all these strategies now, it's whatever. I just know that the quicker you get to rock drakes and reapers, the better your chances of being alpha. That's what we're gonna do.
Like I said, I don't know, but with Bob's Tall Tales, we already know they're going to one. By looking at it, I know you don't like speculation and shit. Obviously, there's not going to be a fucking flyer in them. I see the blimp being more like a gas bag. And then if you look at the image closely, it has glider wings on it. So I think it's just going to raise up in the air like a gas bag does from extinction or whatever. And then after you get to a certain altitude, you start losing altitude and it turns into a glider.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not even going to worry about it now, dude. Not even going to worry about it. None of it's going to affect me until a month and a half from now. So more information will come out. I'll learn more about it. I'll be able to strategize, figure out more. Right now, it is what it is, man. I have to go to bed. I'll be back on tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to stream. I'll play games. I just don't know if I'm going to stream or what I'm going to stream. It just kind of depends on what's going on. I don't see Arc being a thing I stream for probably at least the 3 or 4 days until transfers come out. When transfers come out, I'm sure I'll probably stream when we go to raid stuff a bit. Just kind of depends on where the other guys are, and I don't think they're going to... At least one of them's not going to be on for like a week, so... Might be a bit. I'm probably going to play a lot more League. But yeah. I got to go to bed, man. And it was good chat with you. We'll have to get more speculation and stuff going on when time gets closer. There'll be more news that trickles out over the weeks. But really, I'm just going to try to like keep my head down and not focus on anything until it gets a little bit closer. Probably a week before, 2 weeks before. But either way, good chat with you. I hope you got your little lists and stuff kind of configured out. And I'm sure some people out there will get good use of it.
Well, yeah, you're not the only streamer I talk to. I give it to other people on the street, and they're like, that helps big time, because I don't like looking up shit, and I don't know shit, and
oh, yeah.
They're like, a lot of people, you're like literally the first people out of like 10 people I talked to that didn't think it was useful. Which I get it. Everybody plays different. Everybody has different mindsets. Everybody has different experience in the game. Some people know more than others. So.
Yeah. Well.
That's what I do. I just try to share it, you know?
I always appreciate it, man. If I don't talk to you tomorrow, don't see you tomorrow, I will talk to you soon. I just can't say the next time I'm gonna stream. I need to stream more, but I'm just getting bogged down by work. I literally work, and then after I get off work, I go and work some more to make some more money. Like today, got off work and I made a quick $30 after work, and then I tried to come on and stream. I got a good 2-3 hours, but I also have to clean up my house, and yeah.
I'm just trying to think. Your work, what is it? Driving, 24/7 attention, or kind of on and off as a job? If you need something, I don't know what your job actually is.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
Currently, I'm doing Apple sales sort of stuff during the day. Just talking to people on the phone, doing Apple sales, helping people get stuff that they need in the Apple ecosystem. And then when I clock off that, I go out and I drive Uber and Lyft for a little bit, and then that's it. So
I'm just thinking is because I was talking to other people, and it's not GeForce, it's something else, but it's basically where you can rent a computer, even though you probably don't want to do that, but you can probably make a computer so you don't have to rent one, and you can play off an app, live streaming to your phone really anywhere in the world.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what they call it. It's a certain name for it, but yeah, I've heard about it already.
It sounds familiar to GeForce, but it's not GeForce.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what it's called. Google has a thing like it called Stadia, and then there's another. I don't remember what it's called. I was thinking
with your phone call thing, if you can connect it with your home computer, and you're not too busy 24/7 phone call thing. I'm not saying necessarily stream, but you can make content. You then get home, edit it, and then just upload a video.
Look, I haven't made content for a while. I should make more content, but it's all a lot of time and effort, and I'm just beat, man. I'm beat. I'm in debt, and I don't have a whole lot of time to do the things I want to do and get things rolling. And I have conversations like these, man, where they're time sinks, where I talk about things that it can be fun to talk about, but it ends up being a waste of time. And all the kibble stuff, like I was explaining, I don't want you to think bad about it. Like, I'm not dogging our conversation. I'm just saying that I don't get
your own opinion, and everybody's opinion is valid.
Yeah, I don't get use out of it, right? So the more I talk about it, it goes, well, damn, I'm not really going to be utilizing all this. Same thing with like the aberration talk. I love speculating just as a lot of people do, but I know that it becomes a time sink where I just waste time. I could have spent that last hour and a half sleeping or creating content, editing things, like going and doing my dishes that I fucking put off, like different things, in my life that I could be working on. And it's tough. It's tough. The more and more you dig yourself deep, the harder and harder it gets to fucking crawl out. And I'm deep. I'm really deep. So trying to dig myself out, it's a struggle. And I'll tell you, a lot of times when you're digging yourself out, it's a lot easier sometimes to just go back in the hole instead of trying to get out. And that sucks. So, yeah, you have good ideas. Could I be doing a lot of this different stuff? Sure. I don't think I should. I'm trying to also keep a social life. I do a lot of things outside playing games. That becomes a thing too. I actually am the founder of a volleyball group here in the Treasure Valley that is the largest volleyball group. It's got over 1,700 people in it, and I am the founder of it. I'm the one that has organized and constructed, creating all these people over the years. Opening things up so everybody else can invite their own friends and stuff, and cultivating a culture within this group that has been so welcoming and opening. And if you can imagine, when you get get big groups of people together, drama happens. So here and there, I deal with drama with different people causing problems that I have to try to not micromanage, but try to handle and resolve things in a peaceful manner so people still want to keep coming and they don't think of it as like a toxic environment. There's a whole lot of things that happen. I'm also on different rec sports. Like, I play a lot of rec sports. I played hockey on a hockey team. I've played basketball, fucking volley. I played some flag football. That's always kind of fun. Because, tackle football is in high school and all that stuff. But softball.
Of just doing this. I know your channel is mainly gaming, but just having a gaming would be a subsection, and just making a fucking blog channel to where you just do shorts and shit, because that's kind of where everybody's time zone's going anyways nowadays. No one's really doing super long videos, everybody's doing short.
You're right, man. I've thought a lot about this stuff. I really have. Look, I used to stream... just content talking about dating. And my primary audience... How is Hockey with the Nephews going? Is that still happening? What's up, Don? Glad you're still here, buddy. We haven't been skating lately. It's the same topic I'm talking about. It's just time, man. Like, and I feel bad about it because I know my brother, he hasn't been pushing his nephew or his sons to go. And I know part of that's on me because I'm not showing as much interest, and it's not because I'm not interested in it. It's because I don't have as much time to do it. Like, sure I could, but then I'm pushing off other things. And like, I had this conversation with a good friend of mine just tonight. It's talking about, he was talking about my volleyball league, my rec league, and he was talking about how I'm the team captain, and he was like, you need to motivate everybody, and your job, he said, because we have 6 people total, right? I'm one of them, and he said your job is to make sure all of the 5 other people are happy before you can have fun yourself. That was his comment. Not word for word, I'd have to look it up, but it was really close to that. Fuck it. I'm going to just look up the exact quote, because this was actually turned into an argument. And I was explaining to him... Let me just fucking find it. Where the hell is it? I quoted it. Shit. Dang it. Fuck. Roll back. Where was it at? Your job is to make sure 5 people are happy above yourself. Then you get to have fun. And I told him I heavily disagree. I used to be that way. I used to be where I loved having other people around me happy first, and then I would find my happiness in their happiness. And it used to be a big deal. And then I realized that selfish is not actually always a bad thing. No, matter of fact, being selfish in a lot of ways, in most cases, really, if you think about it, is actually a good thing. It really is. I've had arguments with parents about this, telling them, like, you should take care of yourself before your kids, and they'll disagree. I'm like, you failed there. I'm gonna win this argument, because if you don't take care of yourself, now you can't take care of your kid, and then your kid dies, and your kid will suffer, and the rest of their life is gonna suffer because of the neglect or not getting enough love because you didn't love yourself first. There's all these different things. And it was the same concept of this, where I said to my buddy, bro, I don't play this game. I did not get this group of people together because...
You didn't... Yeah, you did basically... I get where you're coming from. I'm sorry to cut you off. But you didn't start it to make their lives happy. You made it to make your life happy.
I want to have fun.
You want to have
and
fun,
I want them to have fun too. But ultimately, I'm living my life through my own eyes, my own actions, and just as they should be selfish too. And I was trying to explain this to them. If I'm selfish and the other 5 people are also selfish, then they would decide, because they want to be on my team, is because they want to be on my team. Not because I make sure that they're having fun, but because they're being selfish and they're making sure they have enough fun and they have fun with me. And it just coincides and it all works together in this beautiful little harmony, just like I want it to be. I don't want to have to work and create this like it's some kind of fucking job for them to have fun. No, it's not my job. My job is to play the game and have a good fucking time. First and foremost. Just the same thing with League. And Arc, unfortunately, doesn't give me that sort of appeal. It sucks. Arc is fucking work all the time for me. It's the exact not opposite, but it's like the way that it used to be, like my buddy was arguing with me. Make sure everybody else is happy first. So what the fuck do you think I do in ARC? That's all I do in ARC, is doing all this work so everybody else can be happy. Everybody else has a base they can feel safe about. They can go there and not worry about logging on and they got nothing. They can log on and know they got resources. They can log on and know they got a bunch of different teams that they can breed as their own. They can raid. They can do all this different shit. Who the fuck made that happen? I set the foundation for that. Me and me alone. I set the foundation. Even when people left, I set the foundation, and I just fucking... I was online for like 30 hours straight when we first got into the center. And we lost all that sort of shit. Then when they left, I came back, and I fucking did the bubble. I cranked out this bubble, and I didn't get help doing it.
I hear you 1,000%, and I agree with you, because trust me, I was the same way. Some people are doers, other people are moochers. That's where it comes down to.
Ultimate of limited resources. Ultimate of limited, yeah. There's a bit of a fallacy. You can create an environment that fosters happiness, but you cannot create that happiness for others. They are responsible for that. Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying, that like it's came to, and it's the same thing in ARC. I just haven't made that transition. I haven't made that transition in ARC to be like, you know what? I'm making this shit for me. I'll do a little bit extra to help you out too. And I'll set this foundation, but that's because it makes me happy. And that's why I'm deterred away from ARC so many times, because doing all this shit doesn't make me that happy, because the gratitude is not fucking there. The appreciation is not fucking there. You know what happens every time our tribe gets the best tame or best fucking piece of equipment, or let's see, they get a good fucking egg pops, and we're like, holy shit, this is gonna be a good fucking one right here. You know who gets the first dibs?
Yay.
Not me.
Let's go kill it. Let's go raid.
I don't get the first dibs of anything. I actually get the last dibs. And it's partly because I don't speak up. But there's a reason why I don't speak up. What I used to do on Facebook all the time, I used to... it's not there anymore because this is an older Facebook. Matter of fact, this Facebook, I think I might have done it a couple of times if I go look back in the timeline. But what I used to do is during the summer, it was primarily during the summer, it was during the spring, summer, and fall. It wasn't during the winter. So spring, summer, and fall. What I would do is about once every 2 weeks or once a month, at the very least once a month, I would create a post, and I would just basically say, one of this like very popular coffee joints around here is called Dutch Bros. And so I would just say, hey, tell me what Dutch Bros you want, tell me where you want to deliver it, and what time to be there, and I'll fucking be there. You don't have to pay a dime. I would go out, this was at least once a month, at the very least. And it was the first person that commented got it. Not once, not one time did anybody ever offer to pay. I said in there I was going to give it for free, 100%. And I did it all the time. All the time. But no one offered to pay. Actually, there was one time that someone offered to pay. One time. Yeah, that's right. One time. And then even after that, there's not one time, though, that anybody's ever done that for me. And the whole motivation behind it was to see... I wanted to do nice things for people. I just wanted to fucking... It made me feel good. And that's why I kept doing it. But then it started to make me disheartened. The more and more people brought up to me. They're like, wow, you're just like wasting money and doing these nice things for people. No, I never thought about it that way until I realized, wow, you're right, because no one's doing fucking shit for me. It's the same sort of thing in this group. And so that's where I came to this motivation of, or this motivational thing that pushed me in that idea of being selfish. So I play the game because I like to do it, and I want to surround myself with people that make me happy, and it's all about me. That's what it is. But no one sees that because it doesn't appear that it's all about me. I'm just having fun. And I want you to have fun too, and if you're not having fun, then I don't want you to play with me. Don't play with me if you're not having fucking fun. Because I don't want you to be around people that you're not having fun with. Just choose me because you want to fucking choose me. Don't choose me because you win all the time. Don't choose me because you have fun all the time either. I want it to be a collaborative sort of thing that it's like, I choose you because I just want to play with you. For fucking multiple different sort of effects or variables. Reasons.
And And I totally agree with you. That's why I said some people are doers and some people are moochers. And unfortunately, people mooch off the doers. And that's the reason, like, I'm not even in your tribe. I'm not even in you. Even you are relatively dissing on some of my strats. It's fine. I'm completely fine with it. It doesn't hurt me. It doesn't aggravate me. In fact, it just informs me. And that's a good thing to me. But the thing is, we enjoy talking about each other, even though I'm not getting any benefit from it, and you're not getting any benefit from it. We just enjoy the clash of our knowledge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or fun organization that helps people pay bills and get behind. Yeah. Gratitude extremely rare. Yeah, it sucks, doesn't it? We rarely hear a thank you for helping people. In fact, we get abused when we can't help. People just assume we exist only to pay their bills and say no thanks are required. It's a bummer, man. It really is a bummer of a thing. It's honestly why I'm not registered to any political party, but it is why that I am innately more conservative than liberal, because of the idea of take care of you first, man. Take care of you first. And if you can, here's the thing, if you can, and this is the biggest part about the conservative piece, the more leaning for me, not if you can, but and you want to. If you have $1 million, then you can help others. But if you don't want to, then you don't fucking have to. You don't. And I stand behind that. And so I don't try to just beg anybody for shit. I am very blessed the way I am, even though I'm broke, but I'm definitely not as broke as other people. I know there's a lot of other broke people out there worse off than me. So I'm very thankful and appreciative, and I got a beautiful family, people that care about me. I care about other people, but I'm realizing more and more about people that aren't seeing me for who I am, and that a lot of people just don't care, and that being selfish is very fucking important. So I got to do that with my time, and it can suck. It can suck. I love streaming, but ultimately I don't stream for other people. I don't. I love you guys, but I don't stream for other people. I stream because I enjoy it. I like doing it, and I've been blessed with a gift, and my gift is very intricate, I guess, to talk about, but my gift involves people. So spending time with people, interacting with people, I have a way of tapping into others and releasing the good in others and various other different things. But anyway, so I like doing it.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not trying to cut you off, but I am looking out for you because you are a buddy of mine. Go get some sleep, man.
Yeah.
We get the gist. I'm not trying to be an ass, but like,
oh yeah,
you'll probably go on for another 4 hours if
I could.
somebody doesn't stop
Definitely.
it.
I appreciate it, Green Lightning. I'll tell you what, I don't know the next time I'm going to be online, but it will be soon, all right? I'll chat with you later, my man.
Yep. Go get some sleep. You need it.
You know, man. Peace out. And just like that, I appreciate it. I appreciate you mentioning it. Like Don says, it's a fucking bummer, man. It's a bummer, Don. You've been working in that field for I don't know how long, but I'm sure you knew about all this stuff before you even did the job. I just have said I have my own theories about things, but I have told somebody recently, in as least the words as possible, because it has to do with one of my theories that I call the prop theory, and I don't want to have to explain it all, but basically it came down to this piece about vulnerabilities. And if you see somebody that is vulnerable, and they're displaying themselves as vulnerable, what I mean is they're not looking for any distractions, they're listening to you 100%, They're invested in you at 100%. They care about whatever you're about to say, whatever you're about to do, 100%. You can see that ultimate vulnerability that they're there. And it looks like, it feels like, it sounds like, all the senses that they're there for you in that very moment. Whatever you're going to do, they're that vulnerable to take care of those people in that moment. Do whatever you can to take advantage of that situation. And I don't mean in a negative way take advantage of somebody. I mean a very positive way to take advantage of that idea and that place that they're at right there being vulnerable with you. To show them that you care, that they are worth loving, they're worth everything, that they're just take care of the people. That's all I'm saying. Take care of them. And I think the more and more that we're able to pick up on these things and be aware of these things and these moments that we can have with people and utilize them in a positive way, the better off we all are, really. There's going to be times you come across people that need help for whatever reason. They're addicted. They're on drugs. Whatever it is. But you will find a moment that they're vulnerable. And those are the moments I'm saying take advantage of, because you could fucking tap in. You could tap in and make that connection that you know they need it. They need something. And they're just not willing to do it for themselves, or they don't want to. They're being fucking stubborn. Who the fuck knows? Or maybe they really physically can't, mentally can't. Take advantage of those moments, what I'm saying, but it's all positive. No malicious intent. Yeah. Anyway. I agree. Take advantage of those sorts of situations to promote humanity. Those moments of connection are rare and magical. Yes, 100%, man. And it comes in all shapes, colors, sizes, fucking everything, dude. Ages. It could be a young person. It could be an old person. It could be fucking small, tall, big, fat, skinny, fucking whatever, man. Even somebody that doesn't even speak the same language as you. I know that's tough. But jumping on those things, you know? I have way too many moments in my life of being exploited. Not saying I've never exploited or done anything bad myself, but it's got me to the position where I'm jaded as fuck, man. Anyway, it's tough for me. But I love you guys. I appreciate everybody coming and watching me, even for a short amount of time, a long amount of time, doesn't matter. And my lives go in different directions, you know? I thought my life was going to be all about just playing League. Thought I was going to play with Jay for hours. We only got to play a game or two games. He disappeared. And then, you know, I played another game, and then here I am talking for over an hour. Things happen. I've lost sleep because of it, so hopefully I get some good quality sleep. I'm not going to get as many hours, but maybe I get the good quality sleep. But I did do some of my dishes. Some of my dishes are done. Some of them are done. And yeah, I got to clean up a lot of the rest of the house. I got to do my laundry and finish the laundry. I will do it. And then I'll just throw it in a pile. I need to fucking, like, put my laundry away. Because, yeah, that's been a rough thing for me. Clean up the house a little bit. Gonna have to reorganize some things after this week, because next week I'm gonna have to move around my, like, workstation here. A lot of things, man. A lot of things. Still try to look for the love of my life, you know? Where's the love of my life? I don't know. But I haven't put much effort into it, that's for sure. Not lately. But things to come. I can only hope that things really start kicking off for me, and and I can get back to actually creating more content in a happy light, and just expel that time, you know, whether it's a time sink or not, because it is fun, and I had a lot of good times. So laundry is my nemesis. Most chores are fine, but I'll do about anything to avoid laundry. I feel that, dude. Fucking A, dude. The last girl I was seeing hated that. I'd like pile up my laundry, and then I would like do a load. I'm like, look, I do my laundry, and then I'd just like leave it in the basket. She's like, you need to put it away. And I was like, not that big of a deal though. Why? Why do I got to do it? I could just sift through here and find the next thing I'm gonna wear. She's like, yeah, but they're all wrinkled and shit. I'm like, I mean, you're right, but I don't really care that much. And then she'd get upset and be like, I wish you like to look nice when we, you know, like to go out and look nice and all this. So I was like, you're right. You are right. I should want those things. It's very demoralized, I suppose. Why did we have to invent clothing and get all puritanical about it? Yeah. It's a good question, Don. It's a really good question. I have some friends that are in a nudist colony. One friend specifically I'm thinking about that has been to some nudist colonies. He's not like an actual like member or anything like that, but yeah. I suppose if you're always around people nude, it would be a little bit different, maybe, but it would be hard to break that cultural piece. It's engraved into our culture about nudity and like how different pieces of our body are more special. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to really call it, you know. But yeah, it's, if I ever invent a time machine, I'll go back and prevent the invention of clothing. Damn the timeline repercussion. Could you imagine, dude? I bet you would absolutely fuck our timeline. Because if you just removed clothing, you change a lot of things. Because clothing initially is to keep us safe from hazards. Like the cold, the heat, the sun, wind, different shit. Like it protects us. So to remove it would cause a lot of harm that way. But even like it would change different dynamics of relationships and different people getting with different people, because it would be very looks based, right? Like, let's be real, clothing like hides a lot of our flaws. So your flaws would all be out there. So some people literally wouldn't get with other people because the flaws are all out there up front, instead of like down the line they saw the flaws, when like now they already kind of know the person a little bit better, and so like they don't judge as harshly. Like, I'm sure a lot of things would change. Different people would be fucking different people. So some people wouldn't have the same dads and moms, and yeah, you'd really be fucking, you'd be fucking up all of history. Maybe armor is never invented, so maybe war never becomes a thing. So our skin is thicker and we're not as attractive. Deal with it. I won't be doing laundry. That's the important thing. Oh, I love you, dog. Great. Yeah, the whole thing, you're like, Boomer, shut the fuck up. The bottom line is, I won't be doing laundry. That's all I give a shit about right now, so fuck it. You're right. You're right. Yeah, baby, no laundry. Fuck what else is happening, right? Fuck all the other repercussions. Bottom line, I ain't doing laundry. My balls just be slapping wherever they want, man. Fuck it. My balls be dry most times. They won't be as sweaty because they'll just be out there. Anyway, let's not talk about balls. I had to go to sleep. Appreciate you coming in, Don. However long you've been here, coming in and out, whatever it is, man, I appreciate you. I'm sorry for everybody else out there. Like, I've lost a bunch of, like, I didn't have a lot of subs, but I went up to like 15 subs. And I had 15 subs for like 2 months. And I think I'm down to 3 subs. I'm down to 3 subs now because I'm not fucking going live. And I feel bad because, like, people sub because they, like, you know, they're using their sub on me and then they get nothing out of it. But I'm trying to, I mean, it's the summer, right? Like, I'm trying to get out there and do more things and show my face more and just enjoy life, man. I went to a hot springs last night. Fucking had a great time. I actually didn't want to go. I didn't want to go. I had this chick invite me and like, we should go. And I was like, yeah, but I got to work the next day. And like, I don't want to be out. And I know you're wanting to like party and drink and all this shit. And I don't feel like fucking doing it right now. Especially I'm going to drive you, like I'm not going to drink. Someone's not going to drink and I'm not going to tell you not to drink. And like, I wouldn't trust you driving anyway. So I'm going to drive and you can drink all you want, whatever. Anyway, but I was like, fuck, I don't want that sort of like party vibe. I went though. I stayed about an hour longer than I wanted to, and I knew that shit was going to happen though. So I kind of like prepared for it in my mind a little bit, so it didn't make me mad, but I had a good fucking time. Hot springs are great. And it's a spot that I haven't been to. Like, there's so many hot springs in Idaho, so it was a newer spot that I haven't been to yet, and so that was cool. I enjoyed my time, you know? I enjoyed my time. Life, dude, we get it. We're all riding the ride and trying to enjoy it. At least you wave when we pass each other on the tracks. Yes, dog. Yes. You know, on that note, I don't want to get onto a whole nother topic, but there's people I'll see in public that I do know who they are, like, right? Like, I know them, but I won't intentionally say hi to them or wave at them. I'll be like, oh, hey, what's up? I know you. What up? You know, like, other people will say it to me first, usually. Will I wave at people, be polite, even like hug the person, everything? Yeah, I will. But strangely enough, I usually will not be the first to initiate. I don't know. All right. It's time. It's time. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. And I will be live again soon. I can't say, like I said, I can't say exactly when that's going to be, but it will be soonish. It could be tomorrow. It could be the next day. We shall fucking see, man. We shall see. Likely more League content, maybe some other games. I don't know. It is time for me. Peace out.
Sup right now, or else you'll get clapped.
Unfortunately, that's the end of the video, Boom Squad. If you could, give me that thumbs up, comment below, subscribe, follow, share, anything you can do to support me. I appreciate it. Peace out.
He appreciates it, and peace out.